Hi students, welcome back. So let us start with the subject DAA, Design and Analysis of Algorithms. So before going to enter into the subject, we have to know the basic concepts in the subject. So let us see, the first is the algorithms. So what are the algorithms? What do you call by algorithms? Actually, algorithm refers to a step-by-step. It is a step-by-step process performing some action. Okay, so algorithm is nothing but it refers to a step-by-step process performing some actions. Means here algorithm is nothing but, okay, this is algorithm. First we are giving the input list. So input list is nothing but the requirements, whatever you want. Okay, so the variables that or the input list. Okay, so input list, the program requirements, so those will be the input list. So now the algorithm is nothing but it is a step-by-step method for solving a problem or doing a task and gives the output as a list. Okay, it takes the input list and it performs a step-by-step method. Okay, a series of methods, step-by-step method. Why we are doing the step-by-step method? For solving a particular problem or doing a particular task. Okay, so those requirements will be right in a step-by-step manner. Okay, that you call it as a algorithm. So let us see what are the common terms that are used in the algorithm. Common terms. Okay, so the common terms that are used in the algorithm, the first one is the variables. So we use the variables in writing the algorithm. So what are the variables? Variables refers to a specific location in a computer. It refers to a specific location in computer memory used to store one and only one value. Okay, a variable is nothing but it is just a simple variable like a, x, I, like that. Okay, it is what it says means it a specific location in computer memory used to store. Okay, it indicates one memory location in the computer system. Okay, only stores one and only one value in one particular location. One memory location will occupy only one variable. Okay, so this is one of the term that used in the algorithm. So next, coming to the second one is data type. Okay, so next common term that used in the algorithm is data type. Data types is nothing but it is a set of variables. Set of variables takes its values. Okay, here we declare the variable. Okay, that variable will occupy a memory location in the computer system. Whereas data type is a term that used in the algorithm. It indicates a set of variables, takes its values. Okay, so next, third one is the statement. So statement is one of the common term that used in the algorithm. So statement is nothing but it is just a line of codes. So line of codes, you call it as a statements. Okay, so these are the common terms that are used in the algorithm: variables, data types, and statements. So now coming to the properties of algorithm. So far we discussed that algorithm is nothing but it is step-by-step method for solving a particular problem or doing a task, simple task. Okay, so now let us see the properties. Properties of algorithm. So the first property is input. Okay, so starting we have to give the input. So whatever the requirements, whatever the information we are giving to this algorithm, that you call it as a input. So input refers to the its algorithm uses values from a specific set. Okay, it takes one specific set of items will be there, those you call is a input. These inputs will be used by the algorithm. So algorithm uses a values from a specific set, you call it as a input. So next coming to the output. Output is another property. So output means here for each input the algorithm produce values from a specific set. So for each input it specifies, for each input the algorithm produces values from a specific task. Okay, so this is the input is one of the property, output is another property. Next, third property, precision. So what do you mean by this precision? Precision is nothing but it is a steps or precisely defined. So those you call it as a precision. So precision is one of the property used in the algorithm. Next property, correctness. Okay, so here the algorithm uses the correctness property because here the output is correct for each input as defined by the problem. So whatever the input is defined for that output is correct. It will be checked by the algorithm. Next coming to the fitness. So next, fifth property is fitness. So fitness is nothing but here algorithm produces the output after a finite number of steps for each input. So it produces, algorithm produces output after finite number of steps for each input. That is a fitness. So here the algorithm produces output after finite number of steps for each input. So whatever the inputs we are taken, so it produces output as after finite number of steps, that you call it as a fitness. So fitness is one of the property of algorithm. So next is the determination. So determination is nothing but the result should be guaranteed. So whatever the inputs you are given, the output will be the list, input list, you will get the output list. So that you call it as a determination, means the result should be guaranteed. Result should be guaranteed. Okay, so next one is the generality. So the another property of algorithm is generality. Generality means it produces, here the algorithm produces, here the procedure applied to all problems, not a special subset. So what it means, the generality means the procedure, whatever the procedure you are following, that applies to all problems, not for a special subset. So suppose if you start the algorithm with one procedure, okay, so that procedure will continues until the end of your algorithm, that you call it as a generality. The procedure, whatever you starts at the starting, that will be applied to all problems in your algorithm, not for a special subset. So these are the different properties of the algorithms: input, output, precision, correctness, fitness, determination and generality. Okay, so actually algorithm can be expressed in many kinds of notations. Algorithm can be expressed in different notations. So that includes natural language. The algorithm can be expressed in the form of natural language. Okay, and it can be expressed in the form of pseudocode, and it can be expressed in the form of flowchart notations or programming language. Okay, so here the algorithms can be expressed in many kinds of notations. That includes natural language, pseudocode, flowchart, programming language. So in these notations, the algorithm can be expressed. So this is about the algorithm. So in the next video, we will discuss about what is a pseudocode.